The market is firing, sales are trickling through in the Feb period. Guys, we're on the verge of seeing a Frankston South price tag record. There's a new property that has hit the market. We are going to be discussing why time kills deals and what that means if you are a seller. And not only that, I really wanted to touch on and get your opinion. The NBA has just had a shock wave. It's been a massive trade. Luka Doncic over to the LA Lakers. What is going on there? Guys, welcome to Frankston South Market Pulse, presented by Josh Merchant from Merchant Realty. We're going to kick straight off, guys. We've had two sales over the last week, one rolling in from January 18th and the other selling at auction over the weekend. That was 15 Liddesdale Avenue, sold for $1.316 million. That was a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom set on 1060 square meters of land. So a fantastic sale there. The other property was 114 Car Street. That was the second time around being put on the market online. That was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, beautiful townhouse. They did not disclose the price. It was on a half block of 301 square meters. If you're thinking of selling, now's the time. There's definitely a lot of buyers. A lot of people are waiting right now for that cash rate adjustment. So a lot of people are tentative. They're curious to see what the RBA do. Interesting, because buyers and sellers in the Frankston South market, there's a lot of owners in there. As I said, people move their families there. So there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of trade. But that gets me to what's happening, how much stock is on the market and how much stock came on over the last 7 days, where there was 11 new listings, of which 3 of them were under the million. The remaining properties that came on above it. So there's a lot of stock, top end stock, some good quality stock and properties that have hit the market, including 23 Gulls Way. I'm going to give this an absolute spotlight. This isn't listed with us. It's listed with another agency. Fantastic property. Spanish home, Davies Bay, absolutely has everything you could ever want, with a price tag of $16 to $17 million on it. That's going to absolutely flog the suburb record currently sitting in Frankston South. So guys, what do we reckon that's going to sell for? Drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. Now, the market overview, as I said, 11 new listings came on the market. You've still got 95 listings available. So guys, what are we doing here? Jump on them. Great time to be buying. 14 properties have gone under offer. So that's an increase. That's doubled. Last week we had 7 under offer. This week 14. So that means that there's, well, if you look at that, double the demand. And 12 properties have sold since Jan 1st. So normally you're sitting around 25, obviously 25 per month in terms of sales. But January is always a very quiet period, because realistically a lot of people are still they're still on holidays, they're still away, the kids have been away, but everyone's back into routine at the moment, which is fantastic. So stock levels have picked up straight after the Australian Open, and we listed 5 over the last week. So definitely expecting a lot more owners to come on, given that cash rate decision by the RBA will determine a bit more confidence, or you know what, who knows, you never know what they do. But you just got to wait and see. Now, key market takeaways. Here's what we're seeing. Obviously, there's all these numbers, but here's currently on the ground. How's the phones ringing? How are our open numbers going? It's actually been pretty good with our phone calls. We're averaging a fair few. The calls have been increasing over the last week. It's really starting to ramp up from buyers. We're averaging, though, a fantastic stat, 11 groups per open throughout from the start of this year all the way till now. So that's fantastic. I was just at an open on a Tuesday night at 5:30. This is almost when people are just starting to clock off, and I had 6 groups. So fantastic numbers on a midweek, which means, what does this mean? It means buyers are going to have more competition. So there's going to be a lot more stronger prices happening. As I said, good stock, good properties that are renovated are selling really, really well and really fast. Properties in original condition definitely are going as well. Anything in the middle, mix and match, and you've started to do a bit of the wet areas, but you haven't finished everything, can take a bit longer unless you price it competitively. So if you're selling, momentum is definitely in your favor right now. And given the current climate, the elections on the doorstep, what's going to happen there? I think there's going to be a lot of movement, and a lot of businesses are going to start to really thrive, which will be good. Now, our sales and listings. Here's what's happening with Merchant Realty. We've had 5 Warringah Road, which was scheduled to go to auction this Saturday. We have placed that under contract, which is fantastic for the owners. We've got 26 Rosedale Grove, a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom set on 2,701 square meters. That is an absolute cracking property. If you have not seen it, you have not looked it up online, jump on it. It's probably, I would say it's the best priced larger lot property in Frankston South right now. It's 1.5 to 1.625. This goes to auction this Saturday. I'm expecting some hands to be put up as bids. And we've got 25 Gowrie Avenue. You got 888 for the land size, so 888 square meters. Got a 1960s beautifully done 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, big spacious plan. I mean, back then when they were designing them, they weren't building them small, they were building them big, which is fantastic. Now we had 1A Diosma, which we've listed. Beautiful property in the Durinya Durinya Primary School and the Frankston High School zone. That's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit, but it's spacious. It's huge. It's got a beautiful sunroom out the back. Wait for that one to jump online. If you are looking to downsize, perfect for you. And we've just listed in the Tarney Lodge Estate. This beautiful community has just under 200 homes, and there's an absolutely beautiful property that's about to hit the market there. A 4-bedroom plus a study, 3-bathroom, double story, resort style living with the pool. I'm just going to leave you with that one. Now, as I said earlier, time kills deals. What does that mean? What can it cost you? Now, the average days on market in Frankston South is 31 days. But I'll say this, what owner wants an average sale? Who wants an average price right now? No one. Everyone wants a premium, and why shouldn't you? It's your largest asset. You've been working your absolute butt off and working your entirety of your life to own this piece of land or property. Buyers are watching when you go live on the market. If you're a seller and you go live and you hit that green button, those buyers who see it come up in their notifications, they've been watching property over the last 3 to 4 months. Seeing a lot of trading in the same market. So a lot of people are buying and then selling, or selling and then buying. So it means that a lot of people are getting longer settlements. So they've been looking at property for 3 to 4 months. So when they do see it, the first 2 weeks are super crucial for you to be making a decision on your inquiry and your interest, because that's when you're going to see the most interest in your property. The first 2 weeks are super, super critical. You're going to get your maximum exposure over that period. And your first 2 open homes, your first weekend open home, usually you'll have your biggest and largest numbers. I would say if we went back on all of our sales, our biggest numbers for open attendees through that open would be on the first open house on a weekend, unless you're doing like an exclusive grand opening on a midweek to any early access buyers that you might have. So guys, the best price is made up when multiple buyers are competing for the home. If you get multiple offers, you're not worrying about where the owner's price, and when negotiating one-on-one, it's 5, and it doesn't matter where the owner is. If you've given permission to sell price, now you've got 5 buyers competing and pushing it up. Urgency is driving prices up as well. So creating a timeline, making sure you're putting urgency, and you're not just saying, look, I'm going to put it to a private sale, wait for the offer to come to me. It doesn't work like that. In this market, you've got to be proactive, not reactive, if you want to get a good price. And a well-timed strategy maximizes your exposure. It's as simple as that. Making sure you're positioning it. Don't launch it at the right times. Make sure you get your clear window so that enough people have seen it, enough buyers have seen the property, and then you're opening it up at the correct time. So if you are selling privately and you don't like the auction route, expect to be signing a contract within 1 to 4 weeks of once you've launched. So this is if you are looking to go to market. If you're not ready to sign a piece of paper saying, yep, I'm happy with the current interest, guys, 1 to 4 weeks, strike while the iron's hot. That's what they always say. And if you're selling at auction, normally a 3 to 4 week campaign in this current market is pretty stock standard. We are sitting, I think, at 27 days on market, and we've done 27 out of 28 auctions over the last, that would be the last year. We've sold 27 out of 28. So we've got a fantastic record at the moment. Now, NBA talk. Geez, we're almost up to 9 minutes here, guys. This is incredible. What just happened? Was that the most wild trade in NBA history? Luka Doncic just has been picked up, not what he wanted. Jason Kidd's sitting there like, what have we just done? And LeBron must be just sitting there going, beautiful. just picked up a MVP. This is a good moment. I think what that was, after viewership has completely declined in the NBA, that was, guys, we're really struggling here. We need to pick things up and we need to shake things up. Let's create the biggest trade in history. And sorry for Luka. That's going to be rough. I was actually talking with my uncle, and he's mentioned that California has some of the most heavy taxes in the world, which is not fun. But guys, what's your take? If you know something I don't, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm very curious because I do follow the NBA and the footy a fair bit. But I just found that to be one of the most shocking trades I've seen. And for the Mavs and what they received, I just don't understand it. Maybe they just couldn't pay him. Simple as that. Now, at the very end, our services and personal market insights. Before we wrap this up, here's how we can help you stay ahead of the market. We can give you a free market update, whether that be digitally or in person. So we can come to your place, actually run you through what the market's doing, what buyers are looking for, and actually talk to you on a price point and where your competition sits so that you can have a clear indication. You can do a land versus replacement value, all that sort of stuff, and make you understand what your place would sell for from a professional opinion. And we can sit down with you if you are looking to sell, go through a sales strategy that aligns with your needs. So we make sure we make every single strategy because we want to make sure that it is in alignment with what you're wanting. We can always, if some people, at the end of the day, 90% of the time, people don't, as I said, in the time kills deals. You want the best price. You want to maximize your result. You want to maximize your outcome, and timing is very important. It's not just the price, it's timing, it's conditions, and it's how it's all operating, but the process is ultimately going to display what happens. But if it's not in alignment with you and your family's needs, let's just throw it up in the air. We have to shoot at a target. Let's aim at something and have that in clear mind, have that in clear focus, and we'll help guide you as best we can. Now, that's about it. Guys, I just want to say I've been very grateful for the feedback I've been hearing on this, and I really want to take a moment to say thank you. If you have any questions, you want to drop any comments, you want me to talk about anything specifically, I'd love to actually be able to give my feedback on it. This has made me a lot more confident and tracking the market. I know a lot. Like I could tell you all those 12 sales off the top of my head. And not only that, I'm tracking it like a hawk. I think I said that to a buyer today, and being able to demonstrate and I'd say, hey, if you're looking for a property and you need something under $1 million, there's been X amount that have come on, and at least you can give that advice and help people. So guys, if you need anything else, please let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next one.